Hello. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys, and I contemplated doing this on camera, but I really don't want this to sound wrong. I want this to sound. It's kind of a cop out. I want this to sound like it should, and I can't guarantee that in front of a camera. It's been about a month since I've uploaded a video. Well, not counting Brooks' video. But Brooks' video was something I wanted to do. And, when you want to do something, it's a lot easier to put forth the effort. Because the idea behind Brooks' video, which couldn't have came into effect without you guys, was to take a man that has nothing, and Brooke has as close to nothing as any man on this earth will ever have. He doesn't have family that loves him. My grandmother's not very nice to him. But he has no place to go. I mean, if Grandma wanted to kick him out, Brooke would be homeless. And his one love in life, which was alcohol abuse, has him in the hospital. And he's still alive today as I record this. It's 5:34 a.m., so he's still alive. And he was recently in like a clean area, and so because he was so prone to infection, only certain people were allowed in that area. So I wasn't on that list. I did send somebody in with a camera that had to be cleaned and had to be, go through the whole system and check. And then they didn't focus the video, so the video turned out very poorly. I don't know if I'm going to show it, but if I do show it, I'll show a little bit of the footage over this part of the commentary. This is going to be a long one, so I might break this up in a couple parts. Where am I at? Where's the walks at? What happened? Where you at? You just disappeared on us. A lot of people do what I just did and never come back to YouTube. And my original idea was to do just that. Never come back. But what happened, I forgot what day it was. I think it was the 20th of September. I think the 20th of September. I think that was the last day I walked. And I got a mile in, and I was doing my second mile, and I gave up on the second mile. And it crushed me. I just couldn't do it no more. And I don't want this video to sound like I'm blaming everybody else for my problems. I created my problems. But a lot of things don't help. Last couple years, I've not been what you call a steadfast and strong person. A lot of people seem to think I quit things more than I should. And for some reason they keep lumping in the boot camp as I quit, which I did the entire boot camp. But I spent the last year of my life from November 1st to now, which is just about a year, because I went to Kyle's house I went to October 20th, which was right about now. It's right about a year. Either the 20th or 22nd. At this point last year, I was on my way to Kyle's house. And I was 442 pounds. And I think I'm like 425 now. My lowest weight I got to was, I think, 392. And that was with Drew. But I never really had weight loss success after leaving Kyle's house. And it's from a bunch of different portions. It's mainly from myself. I battle and deal with eating addiction through boredom. I'm not a very fun person. Anybody that's ever hung out with me or been my friend or even attempted to be my friend will let you know that I don't talk to people. Even Kelly has known me damn near 12 years. I met Kelly in 9th grade high school. he's known me 12 years probably, and I ignore his texts. Like, it took him something like 2.5 weeks to even get in touch with me. I remember he texted me on like everybody's phone that there was, and it's just like my defense mechanism in myself is to shut down. When things are hard, I shut down. That is my main flaw in life. That is what's going to kill me in life. And you think, well, change it. It's hard to change that defense flaw because, like, when you think about changing it, it overwhelms you and you want to quit. The only way that defense flaw goes away is success. When I'm having success, my work ethic is unequal. And I think my first couple years on YouTube should show that. I didn't let anything hold me down because I've had a rocky, time on YouTube, to say the least. My time on YouTube started out really well. I don't want to sit here and give a whole speech about it, but I started out with Z7 Taylor, and Z7 gave me a shout out. I had 1,000 subs, and then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I was slowly gaining subs. I wasn't gaining a lot, but speaking in a situation that Machinima had just launched, and I wasn't one of the first Machinima directors. I was actually the second wave. People like Hutch, Blame Truth, all those guys were the first. And Hutch put a video on YouTube, and I disagreed with it 100%. I made a video telling the people that watch my videos, which was like 800 people or something. It wasn't very much. To, just disregard it. And that caused a lot of drama. And a lot of people says that drama made my channel, which it didn't make my channel. It helped, it did. But what made my channel was the millions upon millions of views I got from Machinima over the next 6 months. Because at the time, we got paid every 6 months by Machinima. So it was in your best interest to load up as many views as possible, and you just get one big paycheck every 6 months. So you got paid twice a year. Later on, it came in once a month. It's been once a month ever since. But those first couple years were, in my opinion, a defining point of me, because I was dealing with the stress and people with the death threats and the negative video ratios and blah 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 blah. And the only thing I could think of during that period of my time was, I'm gonna make this shit. I'm gonna be a success. My goal was to convert every person that came to my video to hate over to a Wings of Redemption fan. That was my goal, and it worked. I couldn't do that today. I couldn't do that today if I wanted to, and it troubles me to my core. If that happened today, it would send me to a place that was just so dark and depressing that Manos himself would just be afraid of going there. And it troubles me because I'm a better person today than I was 6 years ago. I'm better at editing, I'm better at video making, I'm better at speaking, my audio quality's better, my gameplay footage is better, which coincidentally I'm not even using my gameplay footage for this because I haven't really played anything but Dark Souls in the last month. A little bit of Battlefield, but I don't have much footage of it. Everything I can do now, I can do much better than I did back then. The big difference between then and now is back then I didn't give a shit. I honestly didn't. I didn't care about the quality of the gameplay. I didn't care about this. All I cared about was interacting with fans. That's all I wanted to do. I remember in my World at War days, which was, in my opinion, the funnest, or the most fun. I know some people don't like the word funnest. It's not a word. The most fun I had was that initial thing, doing the Rifleman's Creed with like the bar and uploading all my flawless gameplays, and people looked at your videos and they accepted them. They didn't look at videos as a waste of time. But why am I talking? Let's just flash forward. There's going to be a lot of pointing fingers in this video, if you obviously can tell, and please don't point it out in the comment section, dude. It's so annoying. I'm just looking at things from my perspective, and yes, I fucked up. I fucked up a lot, and like right now, I don't even know if I can climb out of my fuck-ups. That's where I'm at, because like, I'm not sure I want to do YouTube full time anymore. But at the end of the road, I'm not sure I have any choice but to do YouTube. I feel like I'm almost trapped in a circle of never-ending mediocrity. And like right now, I'm in the horror zone for myself. What is that? I'm at the point where I'm up all night. I sleep most of the day. I don't really get too much human contact. I think I see nobody. Like I literally, it's been almost 2 days since I've seen another person that was awake, and it doesn't help depression at all. But I've also going through the most depressing period of my life because it's been a year, and like I had this was supposed to be my year. This was the year I was going to lose the weight. This was the year that I was gonna. I honestly, the way I had it planned in my head, that this time this year, I was going to be about 260 pounds, and I was going to be trying to raise money to get a surgery to get 40 pounds cut off of me of loose skin. That's where I thought I'd be at this point. At this year, a year later, and a year later, I'm 20 pounds lighter. But you could look at it as a success, but I look at it as a failure because I've gained like 20 pounds in the last month. Because I was like 408 and 410 on November 28th, and I'm probably like 420 now. So I've gained like 12 pounds or something like that. That's a lot of weight to gain in a month, and it's just my coping mechanism. Like when I'm sitting here lonely, I'm sitting here depressed, and I don't know. And like people like depression, and like there's videos out there floating around of me saying that beating depression is easy, and like I still hold true to that. It is easy to beat depression, but you gotta understand that it's easier to say to beat depression than actually dealing with it, because like when you're full on depressed, it's like you're sitting in a vast ocean of problems, and all these problems come from every direction. You're getting tired because you're tired of swimming. The salt water's got in your mouth. You're starting to dehydrate. The sun's burning your forehead and the skin. The water is starting to make your skin prune. You got sharks swimming around you. You're losing all hope for life and lifelessness. It's like a big vast ocean of problems, and you feel like it's going to consume you. And every day, the only time that you're actually happy is when you're sleeping. Just today, I set my alarm for 9 a.m. I went to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I slept my alarm 9 a.m. I ended up laying in bed till 5 p.m. 5 p.m. I didn't sleep. I just laid there. I tried to go to sleep, rolled over, daydreamed, thought about stuff. Had no reason to get out of bed because in bed, I don't hurt. In bed, the problems go away. But in bed isn't going to help anything. And like, over the last week or so, well, 2 weeks, I've had a couple epiphanies. And those epiphanies are, one, that I wanted to live. That's a main one. And that one mainly came from being injected back into social media. My buddy Kelly finally decided to get a D&D group together. I've been wanting to play Dungeons and Dragons for about 5 years now, and we talked about it a couple times of doing it in real life when Kelly was here, but we decided to do it online, and it's a blast. It is. I look forward to it. We've had 3 sessions now, and I look forward to it each week. And I sound like a little kid. It's because I am. I'm a little kid at heart. But the other epiphany is that Brooke is dying. And I'm going to be real here. Brooke's going to die. The day might not be set in stone, but the wheels are already turning. And as a friend of Brooks, I mean, I've put myself in a serious financial bind, not working this last 30 days or so. And it's not a bind that I can't get out of, but it's a financial bind. I don't know if I can get out of it, but it's complicated because like it all depends on if can motivate myself to in November just kick it in the balls and work and do good and get back to the way things used to be. But part of me is doubting that'll ever get back to that point again, because I don't know. I guess I have too many high expectations from living in the past when things came so much easier. But Brooke's dying, and the wheels are already turning on that. And the part of me wants to take like some money out the bank and just take him out and give him a day of the lifetime. Take him to a race, and then after the race take him to like a strip club or something. But part of me knows that he's probably too sick to do any of that. And he's most likely going to die in the chair over there, and I'll most likely have to haul the chair off because they won't want the chair anymore. So it'll end up in a dumpster or burnt. That's probably what I would do with it. I'd probably burn it. Kind of like a Viking funeral pyre. So, walks. I don't know if I'm starting the walks back. I don't know if I'm starting the weight loss back. Part of me wants to lose weight. I honestly do. I want to lose weight with all my heart. And you say that there's going to be somebody that says I'm lying up to you. I'm not lying to you, dude. I hate being fat. But I can't beat the addiction by myself. I can't do it. I've tried doing it with help. The only time I've ever been successful losing weight was at Kyle's house and when I was on a pill called Fetramine. And I don't want to be a burden to anybody. And like, it hurts me to my core to think about all the people that donated money, and I failed them. I did. And like, I don't feel good about failing you. I didn't want to fail you. I seriously didn't. I wanted to be a different person at this point. I did not want to be this Jordie. I feel like, and then there's disappointment. Like, I let myself get to the point where life has gone downhill to the point that I'm going to be interjected back into society doing whatever I possibly can do. Beggars can't be choosers. And like, I am not exactly prime candidate for being hired by anyone. I can probably put together a good enough resume to get an interview. But I don't know if I could put the face on at this point in my life to be happy enough to get it. I know all the tricks and how to get people and how to rule them, how to win them over and things like that. And I'm a very likable person. For the most part, I'm a pretty likable guy. But I don't have to constantly do things I don't like doing. But I'm not 22 anymore. I think the last time I did I was 24. I'm sorry, 23. I was 23 last time I worked a physical labor job, and I can't do another physical labor job. My body is slowly deteriorating on itself, and like even if I went at the peak of my walks, I probably couldn't do a physical labor job. I remember helping do the floor in the house and getting up and thinking, man, I couldn't do this 6 days a week or 5 days a week. I couldn't do it. Like, I literally would have to quit because I was destroyed for a week afterwards. And that was when I was in good shape. Well, somewhat good shape. I hadn't lost it. And now I feel my back deteriorating every day, and it scares me. So part of me wants to start the day off and go out and try to eat right. I think eating is the main thing. The exercise can come and go. Even when I talk to Drew, the exercise could come and go, because he's seen in myself that I could do the exercises, and I did do the exercises. I might not have did everything that Kyle wanted me to do, or could do everything Kyle wanted me to do. I might not have did everything Drew wanted me to do, but the fact is, when I went in there, I gave my all. And just like with the walks, I walked 2 to 3 miles every day for almost 3 months. It was 87 days or something like that. That's 3 days out from 3 months in a row walking 3 miles a day at over 400 pounds. Exercise I can do. It's the weight. It's the eating. And like, I don't know. I think my life is just in a mess right now. It's a jumble. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I'm swaying on the ocean and I don't know what to do. So my number one instinct is to do nothing, which doing nothing means you drown. And that's what I've been doing for the last month. I've been drowning. And I still don't know what to do. Me doing this video is not a milestone. I'm just as clueless right now as I was on November 21st. The only difference between November 21st and right now is I want to be around to play Dungeons and Dragons. I want to play Dragon Age Inquisition. I want to go and pick somebody up that's had a bad day. I want to pull people out of trouble. I want to help people move furniture. I just don't want to be sitting in this chair until I can't get up from this chair. But I promise you guys a video on the 20th. So I said 15th or 20th, but I got it on the 20th. And sorry it's not a cheery video, but it's where I'm at right now. I have no delusions that my channel's going to turn around, and there's no filter or scheme that is going to change anything. And I feel being real is the best way to do things. And I know people don't watch YouTube to hear this depressed jargon and stuff, but it is what it is, dude.